How goes the family? Welcome back to Let Us Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. My little rant today is I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, especially people who actually like to do business and get involved in business. Is being around people that like to do a lot of talking, but not a lot of doing and implementing and things of that nature. So, and it boggles my mind because a lot of times there's so much business being done out here nowadays and transactions taking place between people that are actually doing things and not just sitting around sitting at a bar and having a discussion about doing things. And I know it's the NFL season's kicked off, and a football game means more than drinking water for a lot of people. But um, the people that are in the background that aren't worrying about what team is going to win or what team's going to make to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl, are the ones that half of the time are the ones that are like, hey, man, we just made this nice transaction. And we knocked this deal out. Now let's go watch the game. We got our 2 paychecks from our jobs this month, and we just had a couple transactions, whether if it was via selling a product online, selling a course online, making a real estate transaction, buying into a franchise, or creating a new business opportunity, whether from landscaping to janitorial to whatever, those kind of transactions. And then, they go have fun and whatnot and they celebrate. They're like, hey, we're going to treat ourselves. So, hey, let's go out and do something fun, or let's talk about, hey, what new platforms can we actually go on to expand our brand. It's like me, I'm going on the We Buy Black platform in the month of September, to sell more of my products so I can expand my outreach with my customers to sell more products to them and all that good stuff, and hopefully to engage with other people who are similar minded from entrepreneurial perspective, and people who actually want to advance with their business or advance in their career and engage with those who are like-minded individuals. And if you want to talk football later, then that's cool, but that should be secondary. Business and everything else should be number one. So that's just my personal opinion. So my little rant is, let's not just keep talking about it, let's start doing it. Let's not wait for the New Year's resolution to take place. Let's just do it today. Because always waiting to pull the trigger in life, somebody else is going to pull that trigger before you. And then when that happens, it's like in a sense, it's like being in a gunfight. I know it's a crazy example, but hey, if you got two guns pointed at each other, somebody's going to pull the trigger. So you got to be the one from an economic perspective, pull the trigger. Look at your economic situation as, hey, whether it's good, whether it's in the middle, whether it's very bad, how can I advance it even more so to where I can become free from ever having to always having to have a job or be dependent on something else. So let me try to create an atmosphere and let me be around people the way, because I look at it like this, the way I hear people talk about the NFL football season should be the same way I hear people talking about business, asset accumulations, and so forth. I'm not saying one has to be more important than the other. For me, obviously, the asset accumulations, because when I get money and I obtain an asset, that changes my life. But if a football team that I like wins or loses, it has no impact on my life whatsoever. So that's why I put that plateau way up here compared to a lot of people putting football way up here. Not saying anything's wrong with you that you do that. I'm just saying my personal opinion. I focus on things that actually have value add in my life instead of just a good feeling that makes me feel tingly inside and whatnot. So I say that do your best to be around the people that actually want to do it and not just talk about it and not just come jumping from here and there to all the way over here, because the one thing you want to ensure, and I can take this from Julian Gordon, who's a great real estate investor whose online classes I've actually taken and seen his platforms. He says, don't try to become the jack of all trades and the master of none. Great example. I saw this one gentleman. He's an actual electrician, but he has a landscaping business on the side. Okay, but he's not trying to be the jack of all trades. He just has this landscaping business on the side that actually works. His brother takes more control of it. He's just the money man and the contracts man behind the scenes on it, but he actually works his electrician business full time. He does a side hustle part time and whatnot. And then there was actually another opportunity for him to open up a janitorial services company, but he felt like that was going to be too much on his plate. He already has 2 businesses. He doesn't need to have a third one. Maybe later on down the line, he'll think about doing it. But that just goes back to one, and then him and this gentleman, he's actually way into football, actually what they call it everywhere else in the world, but I mean football, soccer, everywhere in the world they call it football. So up in America, obviously we call it soccer. He's into that big time. He wears his team shirt sometimes even when he's on the job. However, I guarantee that his businesses are up here and his love for soccer is down here. So that's all I can say about that. Let's stop talking. Let's start doing. Let's engage. Let's connect. Let's motivate, and let's just implement, because the time for talking is over. The time for doing is now, and you don't need a New Year's resolution or a life event to make it happen. Just start making it happen now. So thanks for watching. Please share, please like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my online store. Take care, family.